Come stop and take a trip down on my block, where you see hidden potential, young minds sharper than Ginsu, and ain't afraid to speak their mind if they got something against you. We standing with you, we tackle issues like civic pride. Hate will cease to exist, let's put our differences aside. From my side to your side, from Dutchtown to South Side, from Penrose to North Side, from Benton Park to Old North, the West End to West Side. We blessed when we step out, we stand down, rise up, stand together, wise up.
This is StitchCast Studio, produced by St. Louis Story Stitchers in St. Louis, Missouri.
In this week's episode, our StitchCast has a conversation on site at Onondaga State Park.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches.
Hello, everybody under the sound of my voice. I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of StitchCast Studio. I don't know if y'all heard of rain, but we is straight outside close to Onondaga State Park, and it is pouring down. Thankfully, you know, we inside of a beautifully built pavilion. You know what I'm saying? We got some hot dogs and some hot dogs of several varieties, you know what I'm saying, going on the grill. And so it's really not that bad. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, today we took a trip through a cave. We went on an hour and 30-minute hike. First, we took an hour and 30-minute drive out to this joint, and then took an hour 30-minute hike, you know what I'm saying? And now we're going to talk about it. So first things first, going into the cave, what did y'all expect versus what y'all actually saw? It don't matter who goes first.
Well, to me, like, it did meet my expectations. You know, caves are dark and cold, but they're really pretty. It's fun to see like the unique formations in the rock.
Yeah.
And then how the light hits them.
Felt the swing.
I thought we was gonna see more bats. We only seen one, and it was super tiny. If the lady didn't say nothing, nobody would have known.
Yeah, I did ask her about that. She said bats typically are in the caves during the winter time when they hibernating, and when it's warm outside, they outside.
Oh, okay. What I learned is that it's not about what I've seen, but it's about what I learned about how the crystals are formed from the water above. Yeah. And which makes the infrastructure so beautiful. That's what I learned. Cause usually I would like look at caves on the internet, but I wouldn't know how like crystals are made until this day when I actually went to a cave myself. I would say this probably the first time that I did a cave hike, so it was a great opportunity.
So, yeah, I think this was my first time being in the cave too. Has anybody been in a cave before?
No. A long time ago.
So.
Out in the Springfield, Missouri area.
Exactly.
I didn't expect it to be so muddy. So I expect it to be like, I guess, be cold but dry. And I didn't expect so many steep hills. That's pretty much it. Okay.
I enjoyed it. My experience was dope. It was pretty much out of my element. I ain't, do no research about stuff like that. I kind of stay in the inner city type of thing. So it was real dope to see that, see the structure of it, see all type of stuff that was in there and exploring in there. It was real dope to me.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, what kind of disappointed me was like we didn't see like no salamanders or nothing in the water or nothing. I didn't see no insects or nothing. Like if we would have seen some wildlife, I think that'd be dope too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised. Now they did say that the animals that you do see in there, I don't know if that's with the exception of bats, but they was saying that the animals that you do see in there is typically by accident. Like they didn't intend on ending up in the cave. They just I don't remember what off points they said, but they know where some of the water that gets to the cave runs in there from, and so sometimes animals end up in there by accident. Or even they said there were a couple times where they had snakes in there. They weren't venomous snakes, and they've also had mice in there or whatnot. But they said for the most part, animals that end up in there are there accidentally.
That water was pretty.
Yes, the river.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was a deep, nice green color.
Yeah, it was dope. That was real dope.
But the place where like places that's like tourist attractions and whatnot, unless they got animals in cages, animals typically stray away from places that humans frequent. You know what I'm saying? So they got tourists running through that mug every day, all day. Animals ain't really trying to mess with humans like that, at least not the ones that be in the cave, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so animals typically try to stray away from them, especially like whole like paths and all of that, where humans is walking down every day, all day. Animals don't really rock with us like that. Yeah, you know this, like, you know what I'm saying? We kind of not friends. Some animals, but you know, the ones that's in the cave, nah, not so much. So actually already touched on what the next question was going to be, which is, what did y'all learn while y'all was in there?
I learned that if you touch whatever's in the cave, that you mess it up.
Yeah, the salt from your fingers can.
It'll discolor the sediment.
Yeah.
Okay. Every cave starts off with water and basically dirt and time.
Yeah. Facts.
You took my answer. I ain't got nothing to say no.
And then the first people who were in that specific cave, Onondaga, they spent 24 hours in there. And that one part when they turned off all the lights and it was pitch black, I was wondering how were they able to like see without modern flashlights?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm still wondering about that.
I feel you. I wonder about cave diving in general, like how that started and like what the word was with that. Like y'all just see like a deep dark hole, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to see what's in there.
Yeah, let's go walk in there.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
what's the deal? What's the deal? What's up with that?
Humans are curious creatures, so.
Ooh, man, curiosity killed the cat. Hey, like I'm gonna leave it alone. But if other people didn't discovered it already, and I know it's cool, I'll chill. I slide through it. Oh, it's just weird because like y'all saw it was points where we had to duck. It was points where we had to dodge puddles. You know what I'm saying? It was points where if you stepped on the sediment or whatever it was called that fell, I can't remember the name of it. But if you stepped on the sediment, it would like you would slip. Like I slipped a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. I can't imagine having to go through that with like a flashlight or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Child.
Yeah, for sure. Like just having the pig on that
A torch.
That's a lot.
She was saying that earlier cave divers was ruining their shoes every day because you know shoes wasn't built like how they is now. So yeah, I think that was wild. I definitely think that was wild. But I am grateful for the experience.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's that time again. Time for another StitchCast Studio Arts Interlude. That's right, let's pick the city up. This week, we have a Story Stitchers original song entitled To the Prairie. Yeah. Where we going to? Straight to the prairie. Man, that's a long way out there. Purple, yellow, blue, so many colors in this habitat. Even though I'm city slick, I'm not afraid to travel back. Way out to the countryside, hit that native grassland, tranquil in the sunny meadows. We thought we was advanced. Ain't no sounds of ambulance, sirens or the boys in blue. Tonight avoided gunshots, but nature makes some noises too. The moist dew saturates the green pastures, which flows like the motion of the waves in the ocean. To master this environment, acquiring and managing, restore it to its original state that it was planted in. So if the planet ends, at least you saw its majesty. Put your phone on airplane mode and we'll be right back after these messages. Reception is a barrier, connect for real. The wilderness is therapy, escapism that let you chill. Historic regions where the wildflower stretches, warm season grass species, territory so precious.
Let's take a ride, hop in the car, take a drive to the prairie, where the grass always green on the other side. At the prairie, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. On the adventure, let's venture through green pastures. At the prairie. Solidarity, nothing but smiles and laughter. At the prairie, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
The Great Plains, so amazing. Tall grass, nearly 6 feet. Non-woody acre after acre, take a quick peek. You ever see the stars at night without traffic and street lights? It's like we in the Milky Way without passing that peace pipe. Coyotes and coyotes, prairie dogs and buffalo. Educate and investigate, cause it all depends on what you know. So cultivate and we procreate. We indigenous to the stony state. We authenticate, but we demonstrate, and it's just one rule: don't be fake. This rich soil substrate is glaciated like ice age. I think I need to get away from my hood where I stay. We protect that wildlife, the the game is restoration. Trees is only 10% cause they keep them fires blazing. Domestic tranquility, less medicate and we feel the breeze. Burn the trees and we hunt with ease without maples, oaks, and hickories. Native Americans settle the land and the prairies are evidence of it in fact. Nothing is stressful as life in the city. Get up on the highway cause I'm going past.
Let's take a ride, hop in the car, take a drive to the prairie, where the grass always green on the other side. At the prairie, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. On the adventure, let's venture through green pastures. Solidarity, nothing but smiles and laughter. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Some of y'all at this table are artists. Did y'all see anything that was inspiring artistically, or like maybe anything inspiring philosophically?
I would love to make a song in the cave.
I like the reverb and the echo from like the large open spaces.
The acoustics, pretty nice.
Yeah, I would say like just like look at this line. You see like the water is on infrastructure. It's like when you go into a cave, it's like another layer. I don't want to say a new world. Yeah, kind of like a new world because it has its own shape and form, but not the same color. Like it had its own rivers, but it was kind of still built like the infrastructure of like what's around us right now. Like we have river, different rocks and structures and stuff like that. What we see in the cave too. So I would say it's kind of like a lower level of what the earth has to offer. Yeah.
The scenery of it, as I was looking up throughout the cave, I just loved how it looked. It kind of gave me like a certain vibe. It kind of put me in a certain mind space. So yeah, I was very inspired going through that.
So not particularly artistically, but I did think it was kind of wild how like people just walk over this type of stuff and have no idea. Like we just walk around and have no idea what's up under our feet. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't see things, we don't pay no mind to them. But it'd be like whole ecosystems or whatever living up under our feet that we have no idea about. And so, yeah, I thought that was wild. It just kind of really speaks to like, just because you don't see something, you know what I'm saying, with your own eyes doesn't mean that it's not there or nothing like that. Or if y'all Boondocks fans,
yes,
you know,
of course,
the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I thought that was real fire. I thought that was real fire for sure. Would y'all want to go back to a cave?
Yes.
Yeah. Felt.
I'll do it again.
Do it again.
Absolutely. It's so cool.
It was cool.
Like it was alright.
I feel that. I ain't gonna lie. I had to use the bathroom the whole time.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I started to have to use the bathroom before we right before we went under there, but I felt like it was too late to try to run to the bathroom. Like at this point, everybody trying to walk in that mud. You know what I'm saying?
I would say they had some of the rocks like in the beginning in the videos, like don't touch it, but everything was just so close. When we got to a certain point, it's just like, I really do want to touch this.
I feel that.
There's some of the, I forgot what they call it, but it's
the stalagmites or the stagmites.
Stalactite?
The stagmites
or the stalagmites.
Whatever it was on the railings.
Okay.
To the point where she was like, you guys can touch it. And like one portion of it, it was in the middle of the trail. And I'm just like, can we touch that? Because it's...
I was touching it anyways.
Oh my God.
It was in the middle of the trail.
You were touching it anyway. The cave for the die.
For a reason.
No, the one in the middle, I touched it. I ain't gonna lie. Because I feel like if you gotta walk around it, then they would have built the railing around them if they didn't want you to touch it.
I saw a kid touching it too, and nobody was telling him not to.
But if you seen like the difference from it being in the middle of the trail and actually being on the walls and stuff, like that did look like it was dying. Like it didn't have much life like the other one did.
It was leaning a little bit.
See what y'all did? That's why animals don't mess with us.
People keep touching
y'all do too much.
Dry.
Y'all don't listen.
Doing too much.
Felt.
They don't listen.
That's valid. I did think the hills and slopes was interesting. You know what I'm saying?
That was fun.
I ain't gonna fake it. I'm kind of disappointed because I expected to get my 10,000 steps after that, and now I still gotta find like 2,000 steps somewhere.
I sure thought we get thousands and thousands of steps.
You feel me? Like how we walked for an hour and a half and I not hit my mark.
It didn't
I
feel.
mean, we kept
Your strides
stopping
are too long.
though.
We did keep
keep
stopping.
It felt kind of short. It didn't seem that long.
Yeah.
And we did have to take an hour and a half trip to even get out here.
Absorbing the cave.
Felt.
processing.
That's a lot.
So I dropped my phone too, but like I dropped it when we wasn't in a dangerous spot.
I sure was keeping my phone close to me, so I was afraid to drop it in the water.
Boy, that mother fell right out
I
my
was taking
pocket.
pictures of both my hands, making sure.
Like I was gripping my phone.
I was
tight.
clutching.
Y'all had your phone over the railings?
Yeah,
Yeah,
God.
I was
you
clutching.
gotta
didn't.
get that picture.
I don't think so.
Yes, you did. I'm telling you, you did.
Nobody's talking to you.
Put the flashlight on and look down the thing.
One portion, I was just like, no, I can't see nothing. It's too black. Like, too
I
dark.
really like that room that was at the very bottom, you know, where they said that they had weddings there before.
She said
Yeah.
that.
Would you have your wedding at a cave?
No.
I would.
A cave like that, I
No.
would. It's
Dripping on me? No.
it's kind of unexpected, but it's a dope scene.
Yeah. I take
I mean,
photos
that's
over
for,
there.
that, I feel like
wedding.
that's for the cave divers.
Yeah.
cave diver.
I mean,
Or whatever.
said you like caves a little too
What is
much
it
for
called?
that.
Spelunky?
Yeah,
Cave
spelunking.
spunking. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel like that's for them. You know what I'm saying? The people that love the caves and love the staglenites and all that. It is a like y'all gotta forgive me. I'm out in nature right now, but it's a goose over there that just showed his wingspan.
there's multiple
and it's tremendous. Yeah, it's like 4 of them
I
right
took
there.
pictures
It's 5
of
of them right there actually.
I walked towards them and took pictures.
I saw it.
No,
One's
yeah,
all the
when
way
we first
out.
got here, it was a deer.
It was.
Yeah, I
dead.
saw it. The
That
little
scared me.
Yeah.
I think it's called a doe.
You saw a frog.
Yeah.
That
Baby
mother
frog over
ran
there.
across and then jumped into the forest like a movie. I said, whoa.
Yeah.
That's Bambi, y'all.
A frog to the
Hey,
fish.
Bambi. What's
For
good?
real. I got a video of it too. It was so cute.
A fish was
You gonna
blowing
have to show me
bubbles in the
later.
water.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool to be like in nature though. Like
Yeah.
this is a beautifully built pavilion, you know what I'm saying? And we straight get to grill while looking at how crazy while looking at like how heavy it rained but still stay dry. Like the rain is kind of beautiful when you ain't in it.
Oh,
it
yeah.
look- it look
You know
good.
what I'm saying? Like it's very admirable
Good aesthetic.
when you looking in it.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can see this being like a backdrop. Like you look at where Blue at right now.
Hey,
Like, and
Blue.
then
That's a whole scene.
Like that look like
Get it,
a.
Blue?
It
Whole
looks like
scene.
a like it could be like an album cover. You know what I'm saying? A naturistic album cover.
Anything.
It's always
Yeah.
something,
More
something
so,
out of
like,
album cover or
Y'all know them
anything.
YouTube videos that be playing the lo-fi beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do think it's dope being out here in nature. I would have been happy running into more animals. Honestly.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
zoo.
Like, I like when I run into animals. You know what I'm saying?
I do not like
I want to run into that
ain't gonna
mountain
fake
lion
it.
and stuff.
I
Just
don't like
kidding.
no. I don't like no animal.
Man, who was it? Twin? You that said, man, what if a gorilla came out of nowhere?
Now, why would you say that?
No.
A gorilla?
No, y'all better get to the
I understand
bus.
a bear,
Because
but
I'm
not a
not
gorilla.
fighting the gorilla.
A
I'm not
bear,
fighting none of that, boy. Y'all better get to the bus.
Brandon, you better have something on
I'm
you.
already
gorilla.
gone.
You better
I
have a
could beat
blick.
the gorilla. Bro, do you know how strong a gorilla
Gorilla
is?
is like
You
people
be
don't
alright.
underestimate how strong
You need a
gorilla
hunting
is.
gorilla
rifle
could
for real.
rip the skin off your back, bro.
Like,
You kind of big though. You can beat the
Bro,
gorilla.
no, I can't. I'm telling you. Bro, listen, the strongest man in the world cannot go heads off no
Get
gorilla,
a
bro.
hunting rifle. That's all you need.
they're a
And
hunting
make
type
sure
of
it's loaded.
animal. They're not nice at all.
Man, we ain't bring
They're
one of
aggressive.
those out here. You know what I'm saying?
Very aggressive.
Well,
one of
the
those.
animal's aggressive, so
I'm weak. Sometimes.
No, I'm saying
Like
the animal
goose
is
can be
aggressive.
geese can be very
Annoyingly
aggressive.
aggressive.
Usually when they
Uh-uh.
trying to protect their young or something like that.
like mama bears and her cubs.
But yeah, I don't know if any of y'all tried to skip the pond or anything
There's
like
no
that.
rocks around. I
There
can
was
find
no
them.
rocks.
Word.
I did find some fish, though.
Heck no, they was
We
selling
saw,
all type of rocks in the gift shop.
We saw a little fish. I'm not fish.
Spend money
a
and then
frog.
lose it later. That's
Right,
crazy.
that's why they
Rock is
50
insane.
cents.
We saw a
They're
tiny
like, they gonna
frog.
skip the
It was
pond
so
with
cute.
You said saw the
I'm
what?
getting my
A
money
tiny
worth.
frog.
Word.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rachel was
Oh,
filming
so-
this. Like,
But it
And
was
people
like
was
brown.
fishing too.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's fish in there. It's very
We should
small.
have brought some fishing
So-
bowls.
I don't want.
Yeah, we had some. Bro, I catch a catfish, throw it on the grill.
If it's even some out here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's catfish out there, but it's fish
You
out there.
would put-
Bluegill.
you a fish in this pond over here?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that pond. So
Stagnant.
You don't
Yeah.
gotta eat it, but it's just
Stagnant
you
water.
gotta wash it off.
It's not
a
stagnant.
waste of time.
That water
It's
looks
flowing.
disgusting.
It looks terrible.
Most natural bodies of water look disgusting though,
Yes.
because humans be humaning.
And oceans like the coast.
Like I don't think it originally looked like that.
No,
No.
until we came along.
I mean, it looks-
I don't like y'all blaming humans for all this. Maybe it's just nasty.
Who else did
water.
it?
What?
Pollution.
We about to turn this podcast into being about climate change, bro.
Hey, let's
No,
do
I
it.
ain't doing
Podcast trying to
that.
turn into climate change, bro.
Look at all
This
time.
is
another
okay, all
time.
this
I'm
out.
gonna take these headphones off over it. I ain't gonna get into this
Bro,
again.
the rivers ain't get dirty till we was here, bro. They existed for years and years and years. It was
There
fine.
was still dinosaurs pooping in the river and stuff.
Yeah, but it wasn't turning green yet.
Man, how
But
you
you
know?
still
Green,
can't
yeah.
be in
No,
it.
'cause
How you know?
Well,
I mean,
it's not
like,
bad,
'cause
though.
We doing oil spills and all that. Like,
erosion.
It was
Yeah,
composed.
for sure.
Got erosion.
Turns to natural. What's it called?
I'm pretty sure T-Rex probably was taking a bath
Fertilizer.
in it.
Jurassic Park.
It was getting nasty.
Bro, but yeah, no, it is nice out here. Like, look around. You see all green. You know what I'm
Ooh, there's some
saying?
pretty
No
flowers that way.
buildings.
Oh, yeah,
Word.
there's flowers over there.
Yeah.
I saw some plants that look like they had some fruit on them too. I ain't so adventurous that I'm finna,
Try one.
exactly.
And they ain't that
Poison.
curious.
But it did look like they had some. But yeah, y'all getting back to the cave. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure that caves that aren't as human inhabited would have like the fish in them and the
Yeah, I would
and
say
the
some fish or
bats.
something.
Ooh,
And
they
all
probably
that.
have like cave drawings, like humans from
like
a long
from
time ago.
cavemen
Yeah,
and women,
cavemen, women. Yeah,
cavemen and women, cave people.
nice to be inclusive.
You feel me?
That's
You
so
feel me?
inclusive, right?
I'm not
Heck
gonna
no.
lie. I thought caves are only supposed to be in mountains.
Word.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, honestly.
Like every
I
time
mean,
you see it in
nah.
the movies, they're always in the mountains, never in
that's
the
true.
ground.
They
It's
are.
not really
always
like
Yeah, well, those are the movies.
a ground floor.
That's
and
true.
Oh, yeah,
and
movies do be lying.
See, but it's
Sometimes.
like,
It shapes your perspective.
but I
some
kind
movies
of
tell
want
the
to go
truth
in a
about it,
mountain
though.
though and see one. Like
like hidden truths in movies be happening. YouTube
I
really
wonder
be
how they
exposing
was
that.
living in that cave like so long ago, cause like
I mean,
With no technology.
Because they was
No
having to hide
clothes.
from the dinosaurs.
was they doing like cave tours? Like this is my living room, this is my
Yeah.
kitchen.
But at some point, it must have.
They
They know how to
probably
build
didn't look at
houses.
it that way. I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know.
this is my shelter.
Kelly, the cave was like the
Right.
first
My room.
closest place to a house.
You had storage. You had
Kitchen.
free shelter. You,
Yeah,
Bro, I
the
wonder
rent
how
is
they
so high
recognize
nowadays.
one
They
grunt
were living
from
the
another.
life.
The weather wasn't so janky
I know they must
either.
have put logos or something like some design.
Like they might be like, "How are you?" And you was like, "That mean you good." And you was like, "That mean you bad."
Like
So
mark
like,
their
how do they know
territory.
which one is what?
Like mark
You know
their
what I'm saying? Like,
territory.
ask me a question.
I answer it.
You know what I'm saying? Like how you.
Please.
Lucy, what?
I think they use intellectual signals. Like if I make a certain
Telepathy.
face,
Word.
yeah, like if I make a certain face, that means like don't do that, don't go over there. If I like look at you like
Heard.
That's
They
a real
use
thing.
gestures too.
I would say
Yeah.
that sign language or something.
I know they had bad
You know,
backs.
it's gotta be sign language.
You said bad backs. Yeah,
They had bad
yeah.
backs. They laying on rocks and they ain't had no
Yeah, for sure.
chiropractors.
Yeah, I would imagine they backs. Was
They laid
bad.
on fur, but no mattress.
I mean, the fur was on a rock though, so that mud wasn't. It wasn't too comfortable. It wasn't too, unless they was laying like on an elephant.
It
or
was like
something.
an Amazon air mattress for real.
Heard.
But then they ran out.
You say Amazon Air mattress is hilarious.
So you straight had to have seven cavemen, 2 a woolly mammoth. You know what I'm saying? With spears, chase that mug down with spears. You know what I'm saying?
I did wonder. I do understand why like
Like who want to do all
our
that?
teeth are so different. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like back
Canine.
then they don't get cavities or nothing because they don't eat like a bunch of sugar. That's what
Processed
we
food.
do now. Processed food now.
Yeah.
They
I
tryna
didn't like
kill
no
us.
caveman has ever had a cavity.
Yeah.
Word.
They,
Yeah,
And they
because they don't
sharp.
eat the food
They
that
just
we
pull
do.
their teeth out if they got a problem with no anesthesia.
Like we eat a bunch
I
of fast
guess.
food and stuff. That's
I
why.
mean, it ain't like they was living to be 60 and 80 years
Yeah.
old though.
The
Like
average
the-
age was like 25 or
the
something.
25,
like-
30 at some
like,
point.
bruh, like-
They was
like-
done at 25.
I'm an old man.
That was
in
considered
cave
old.
Oh,
years.
And those
25
times,
is
yeah.
yeah.
Really?
There's no medicine at the
So
time.
I got to kill all these animals.
There was no
and
medicine.
live
No
in it
medicine.
and sleep on a rock for
Medicated.
25 years. That's so good.
Yeah, it's not all that. It's not all that, especially before they figured out what fire was. Right.
Right, I'm dark.
Everybody got burned at least once.
I'm hitting my head.
Everybody got
I'm
burned at
moving
least
next
once. What you mean?
That's crazy.
I wonder how that actually happened though, because like I thought the
said
story
rock.
was like, man, no, I thought lightning struck
I would assume lightning though.
lightning struck a
would think
tree or
lightning.
something, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? They got some
Lightning makes more sense to me.
But like, you can't wait for a lightning storm to eat.
Right.
have
No, it's so
berries.
random. Like,
Was they making clothes out of like
Apples.
leaves?
Caveman was not in the cave that we just
No,
saw.
and,
No.
and,
Like, it
and
had to
animal,
be a
They
different
could be.
situation.
Like I'm pretty sure it was smaller than it. Like
animal skin.
nah.
Animal skin?
Yeah, when they kill animals,
Fur.
they don't waste any of the parts. They use every single thing.
yeah, they use abs.
Was the women making the clothes or was the men
I would
doing it?
assume women would make it too.
I think it was
I would
both
assume
genders.
that too.
It was
but
both
guys
genders.
are
actually.
opposite and
I
women
wasn't
make
trying to be
And,
sexist.
Whoa.
and
so I
it
don't
was
know.
matriarchal. It was more matriarchal
Word.
way back then.
Felt.
Then we had the farming agricultural
They said, ain't no
revolution,
man making no
and
clothes.
it became more
If you don't hunt
patriarchal.
this- if you
And we've
hunt
been
this
like that
bird,
ever
quick.
since.
Felt.
We'll hunt this bull real quick.
Ain't
All right,
about
ladies
it.
and gentlemen, everybody under the sound of my voice, I want to thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of StitchCast Studio. We are out here in Onondaga State park. You feel me? Where the caves is at. And we had a great time out here, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and so must this trip. So we got to get up out of here. We do hope to see y'all again. And I don't know if y'all heard that caveman that we got on the actual podcast.
Yes.
We actually found him in the cave while we were out there and had to sneak him out because he don't have citizenship papers.
Undocumented.
Thank you so much for listening. That being said, we out.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Oh, how do you undocumented? He was already here.
Financial assistance for this project has been provided by the Missouri Arts Council, a state agency. Additional support was provided by the Missouri Parks Association. Story Stitch's creative youth development programs are supported in part by the Lewis Prize for Music's 2021 Accelerator Award. The mission of the Lewis Prize is to partner with leaders who create positive change by investing in young people through music. Additional support for StitchCast Studio and Story Stitch's programs is provided by the Regional Arts Commission, the City of St. Louis Office of Violence Prevention, in partnership with the St. Louis Board of Aldermen through the 2024-2025 programs to reduce crime among at-risk youth, and Techna Foundation. St. Louis Story Stitcher Studio, the center, is supported in part by Kransberg Arts Foundation, where Story Stitchers is a proud resident organization. Thank you for listening.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them story stitches. Story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches.